Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of Through the Pages. I've been looking forward to this one since I read this book, Real Life by Brandon Taylor. Today we have 2021's Filthy Animals. I think this is a novel. I'm not sure what he would call it. Usually you see the little novel on a cover, and I don't see that, but I hear in blurbs people refer to it as a novel, or that he's revolutionized the novel in a way, and it's like a collection of short stories, some that had already been published in other places but compiled here. Some have like reoccurring characters. It's not something where like a couple different people and it all culminates to one. Like it's not that. It's just kind of his style, which to me, like the one in particular, there's a story in there, what made you made them, something along those lines. It reminded me a lot of If Beale Street Could Talk by James Baldwin, where it's not like a concise like beginning and end. It's just like a little window into a scene happening and then back out. And that, I like that, but I don't know. I loved Real Life. Like I read this on kind of traveling home from California visiting my sister, and like it just fucking hits so good. And I also read a Kais Laman book at the same time, Long Division. I was just like, these two dudes are people I hope just keep churning out books. And I see them like have blurbs on each other's things and stuff. So I think they're buddies, which I like to see. I liked how I could kind of like hop right into this, where with Real Life, if it was a book where I'd like read some here, break for a while, couple days, come back like that, like it wouldn't have felt right. Whereas this, it's nice to have something like that. But I think for me, what I like, and kind of like with James Baldwin, honestly, is the depth you can get to in the novel is something that I think intimidates some writers, and that's why short stories are great or whatever. But he went so deep on that character in Real Life that I would have liked a couple of these short stories to have just been novels, I think. And like maybe there's not enough that he knows better than me, obviously, but like I think I like seeing him go deeper and deeper and deeper. And so sometimes like it's not like it's all like setting the stage and nothing happens. Like there's depth and there's a lot of like relationship stuff, but after a while it was kind of almost like setting up the same form with different characters. I enjoyed all of it. Like I the last couple of days was just like I just want to get home and read that. Like it was very, very good, and I love his writing. Like anything he puts out I'm gonna read. But like I hope his next release is a novel, I will say. He's also a very interesting person to follow on Twitter. I feel like he really like knows how to use it. I don't, but yeah. So this is a book that I knew I was going to read when I saw, after I read that I saw he had a book coming out 2021. I was stoked. I'm also kind of in a phase of trying to read a lot of 2021 books right now before the year is up. Not sure why that is. They hit the same in 2022, but kind of trying to cross off any that have been sitting on the shelf for a while, and then look to like releases of this year, because I like having reviews on here of like current books. Like the one I just did was All Our Shimmering Skies, Trent Dalton, phenomenal. But this, much like with Real Life, very good books, not as widely recommended by me. I would say there's some friends where it's like, dude, you gotta read Real Life, and another friend who was like, hey, I heard you really like this book, and I borrowed it, I'd be like, I don't know, that's up your alley. Like, you know, there's a lot of sort of like subtle pain in them, and overt pain, and just sensuality and like a softness to them, or kind of like, yeah, they're delicate in a way. And I think sometimes if people are just reading them, it's like, where's the plot? Like and it's like, what this character feels is the plot. Like I don't care if they're sitting in a diner talking or walking or just had sex. Like that's that is the plot. The development of their feelings are the plot, and the movement of their headspace. And so he does that very well, where I feel like that's something where sometimes you read a book that's almost the opposite, where it's like, you know how to do plots for sure, but you try to write deep and doesn't hit, where, yeah, he's got that depth down. So I have seen him post on Twitter, like, just finish this, just they're working on this thing. It's like, I do think he's got more stuff coming. I know he does, like, book reviews as well, so he's always writing, for sure. But, like, my guess is pretty soon we'll have another release from Brandon Taylor, and you can bet your biscuit it will be on here. So, if you have an author along the lines of Brandon Taylor here that you would like to recommend, or any specific book to review, I would love it if you drop a comment. I would also deeply appreciate it if you subscribed or hit a little like, the little thumbs up button. It's easy to do and it makes me feel nice. I am far away from the YouTube channel being anything like massive. My goal is 100 subscribers by the end of the year. That's a meager goal. That's small. I'm very happy with where it's at. I do this for me as much as I do for you. So if you're 6.25 minutes into this and still watching, thank you. You are my loyal fan base, and you make me very happy. So thank you.